Oh, hey, and welcome back to my channel. Hello, I'm so happy that you're here. My name is Bethany. If you are new here, thank you for stopping by. If you love everything that you see in the videos that you've seen already or in today's video, please like and subscribe, share it with a friend. Let's continue the conversation down in the description box below, or in the Manifested Life Facebook community, which you'll find all of the things here. My Instagram, go follow me there. My Twitter, all the whatever things. I don't even do anything on Twitter, but that's fine. Anywho, hi, my name is Bethany. I am the founder of Manifested Life, a coaching company created to help lead and guide women to reclaiming their power, discovering their true identity, and finding peace within themselves, specifically for those who have experienced church hurt, church hurt and or spiritual trauma. Now, I have something very, very exciting for you. It's in the description box below. I just launched it the other day, and it is entitled The 3 Ways to Reclaim Your Power. It's a 3-day teaching series for you. So go ahead and sign up for that. It'll be directly in your inbox. And I also have a link in the description box below if you want to work one-on-one with me so I can help lead and guide you, learning tactical steps, learning energetic steps to reclaiming your power as a powerful, fierce woman who is also an assertive woman. That's the outro, remember? Okay, cool. So today, I'm not even finished with the intro. Dear God. Oh, hey, I'm also a future author to the book that I explain on this channel, all about the false beliefs taught to women inside of the church. And I explain those topics and chapters in a segment called Church Chats. So today we have another cringy Christian content video. These are a lot easier for me to get out into the world quickly because this content is everywhere. However, if you have some crazy content and you want me to review it, go ahead and send that to me. My email is also in the description box below. Cool? I think that's all. So let's go ahead and get into the freaking madness. I just recorded a video before this and I took my makeup off. So that's why we're probably red-faced. I haven't even looked at my face, but it's probably red because I just Okay, we're going to go ahead and we're just going to freaking start. Oh, poor guy. Poor guy. Spent all last night crying because I was thinking about how Christian women have to filter through all these boys who think they're men of God. And if you look down, I'm 6'2", by the way. Love Jesus, read my Bible, and lift heavyweight. Cool, bruh. Cool, bruh. I love your profile picture. This is actually the same dude. And it says, when she says, come over, nobody's home. And he holds up his Bible. I'm just gonna guess. I'm just gonna throw this out there, but I don't think any woman is telling him to come over when the parents aren't home, because I truly believe that if there was a woman who did that, he would be over there, right? Is it just me, or am I think I'm right?
Can we have a conversation about swimwear for Christian women? Like, in a respectful, edifying, loving, encouraging way. No bashing other people's opinions, no condemnation, no pride, just like straight out of love and just sharing our thoughts with one another. And to clarify, I really am only looking for Christian women's opinions. Just saying. Personally, I did go to the beach about a month ago and I did wear a bikini and I laid out and it was a great time. But I started to think lately, I know bikinis are not inherently sinful. I know that I'm not seeking attention, but also impact over intent. How do I glorify God? At the beach, at the pool. So I'm gonna start looking for some one pieces that are cute and hopefully not too expensive, but we'll see. God does know my heart, and so. But what are y'all's thoughts?
This is such a controversial topic in the Christian women community, because on one side it's like modern Christians, all about the cool, pretty swimwear, and then you get like the older Christians, and sometimes even like the modern contemporary, they're like, okay, well, let's think about the intention behind why you're wearing this bathing suit. Man, my intention would be it's balls freaking hot outside, and I don't want something sucking to my body, right? But to them, it's different. It's different because in everything that they are doing, they are trying to glorify God. So everything that they do, every word that they speak, every note that they play on a musical instrument, is this edifying God? Is this glorifying God? And if it is not, then let's check your heart, because your heart's probably not right with God. But this one is entitled How I Dressed Before Truly Knowing Christ. Are you ready for this? How I dressed. After reading the Bible and accepting correction. Former fetus. Good God. But why though? Like there was nothing wrong with the first dress. Number one, there was nothing wrong with any of it, right? But in the Christian community, it's, if you're showing any part of your body, you want male's attention. No, that's not it at all. Maybe you're showing off some of your body because you finally, after several years of disordered eating, you finally feel comfortable with your body because you have come to love and accept and have peace within yourself. Maybe that's it. But you can't, like, they don't see that. They just see, shame if you don't look like they do. It says, social media makes me feel insecure. She holds up a Bible. The Bible says you're enough. But ma'am, the Bible also says, paraphrasing, it also says that you were born disgusting. It also says that you were born broken. It also says that you were born sinful. The Bible is insecurity in a book. This one's so, I just can't. It says, you think you can hurt me? I live in a world that hates Jesus, and I'm a Christian. Okay, but for real, I think she just did this because the song was a trend or something. I hate when Christians, especially Christians in America, say, well, we are all oppressed because people hate Jesus. So they hate Christ. No, ma'am. People don't necessarily hate Jesus. They just don't like that you try to push Jesus down other people's throat. And, people like this who speak about Christianity like these people do, making people feel bad about who they truly are. Like, people don't like that. Of course you don't. But the thing is, though, is that you can put religious things on an app here in America, right? Like, you can put I love Jesus or even I love Satan, like, all over social media, and it's not going to be flat. Well, I mean, like, content, but, like, it's not going to be, like, you're not going to die for it. You're not oppressed, ma'am. And people don't hate you because you're a Christian. But the thing is, the super, super whacked out thing is that if she actually thinks this, if she actually believes it, it is only because she was taught that. Because that's what I was taught. I was taught that people already hated me because I was a Christian. So immediately going out into the world, I already felt oppressed. I already felt like I was alone because nobody liked me. No, I was just a mean Christian girl. That's literally it. That's it. Some things Christians should not do. Revenge. Taking part in cancel culture. What? Zodiac signs, New Age practice, whatever. Swearing, cussing. Okay. The The thing is, if you are a part of any religion, if you're a part of any type of practice, if there is something that says you should not do this because, or you should probably not do whatever, like, I don't want to tell you to run, but I also don't want to tell you to stay. So just emotional intelligence, right? Like, how does that make you feel? Like, do you feel restricted? Like, does she even know what cancel culture is? Does she even know what New Age practices is? Because I can almost guarantee that she doesn't. She doesn't. But that's the cool trend that Christians have, is saying, New Age, New Age. Oh, actually, this next one is about New Age stuff, I think. I had to look it up. It says, me watching y'all play a sound saying that it's making things happen for you. Warning, this mantra is not of God, it's witchcraft. And I read the comments because I was like, the sound? What are you talking about? And the first comment says, manifestation is taking over these people's lives. And one other said, yep, witchcraft for real. Start listening. I had to stop. Not worth it. And then the creator said, glad you stopped, girl. Now repent. Until renounce all attachments to witchcraft knowingly and unknowingly. Repenting for listening to something. Okay. And this person commented, Christianity is its own form of witchcraft. Partaking in the blood and body of Christ is literally a blood ritual. And she says, sorry that you think this, but it's not accurate. And then the other girl said, then how else would you describe it? ? There are sacrifices in Christianity. It's just its own version of paganism. The thing that's disturbing is that she's not discussing this with this particular person, because honestly, the girl who's saying literally it's a blood ritual, like, there's sacrifice in the Bible. Absolutely. And I agree with her. But anywho, I looked up the sound, and it is, it's a song, and it is just instrumental song. It's like for, I think it was something like 7 to 9 minutes or something, 6 to 9 minutes, something like that. And I was like, oh God, I ain't listening to that whole thing. But I don't know if it's some type of subliminal messaging, or I think it's just, like, I didn't even like it. I was like, man, I can't get with this. But people on, supposedly, people on TikTok are manifesting things through listening to this song. Because through this song, it's supposed to have some type of, I don't want to say power, because that's not accurate, but some type of vibration, some type of something. I don't know if it is the creator of the song, or piece rather, that put that out there, or if it's somebody who just like decided to say that, and it just, TikTok, and it's a trend, and it just like began to be a thing. I don't know which one it is, but I looked it up, and there were TikToks on there that was like, yeah, I found $400 after I listened to this song. I attracted this to my life after I listened to it. And listen, not saying it's like a thing or not, but here's the deal. If it is working, number one, it's not the song. Okay. Number two, the reason why it would be working for you is because you are the one believing that listening to this thing is going to create that into your life, right? So it could have been, oh, I believe if I do this one thing, I'm going to find the $400. It's literally because you had a belief that there was some inkling of possibility that something could be possible for you. It had nothing to do with the song. So when them themselves saying, oh, don't do this, don't do that, they're literally putting power into a song when somebody who people deem as doing new age shit, I'm talking about me, can listen to it and be like, oh no, like there's not, it's nothing. Like it's nothing. It's nothing. Sure, there are songs out there that are, I don't want to say necessarily demonic, but very, very like not good energy, very icky. And I just think that this, just like anything on social media, it just caught traction and now it's a thing. But Christians are like, witchcraft, fucking no. Like anything can be witch. It's so silly. Alright. This girl, the feminine urge to get married to the LOML. I had to look that up. Cool? I had to look it up. The love of my life. Married to the love of my life, have 4 kids. God. Raised them up with sound theology, being the woman of God created me to be, all while being a kindergarten teacher and a worship leader. Dude, listen to this. Listen to this. This cracked me up, okay? Cracked me up. And she literally posted in the comments because somebody was like, hey, I was gonna send this to my worship leader, but I couldn't because of the audio. And she was like, yeah, I only chose the audio because it was trend and I wanted to like boost my engagement or whatever. And I was like, you little, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Because here's the deal. Here's the deal. It is confusing for a lot of people who are taught one thing and like super, super strict Christian, right? And like, it's not, okay. Besides that, it's annoying because it's not authentic. That's what it is. That's why I don't like it. It's not authentic. Because the lyrics, which like, I don't give a shit, right? Like, whatever. Listen to whatever you want. However, but if you're saying that you want to be a God-fearing woman who's also a praise team leader, are you going to be singing about bitches? Because that's what this is. I was cruising down the street, 4 deep, which that was kind of cute because she said 4 kids. 4 deep, 3 bitches, 1 yappa on me. And the yappa might as well be, and then that's where it like cuts off. And because when I listened to this, I was like, girl, what does that mean? I heard bitches in there. What does that mean? So I Googled the lyrics and I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Stop it. Just be authentic. Like if you're going to believe in God, believe in God. Or like not. But if you're like, just don't, I don't like it. I don't like it. And I also don't like this because how mother effing dangerous when it's leg day, but you gotta get your Bible time in. I am very keen to the weight room, right? I mean, my major is in kinesiology, so I know a little bit. I've been in bodybuilding shows. I was a power lifter and I was a strongman competitor. So, it's not like I don't know what I'm talking about. Dude, what the actual hell? What in the hell? There was a comment on there that was like, oh, you can see the people balancing the bar in the background, like in the mirror. No, you can't. You can't see anything. Like, she's literally, which, I mean, like, balance, like, cool. Like, your traps are, like, good. Like, rhomboids and shit. Like, good for you, man. But, like, that's dangerous as shit. Like, don't do that. Like, don't do that. Okay, we have a few more here. But this one in particular, I cannot stand it because in the Christian community, if everything is going right in your life, then there's something wrong. Like you are not fulfilling God's will for your life. If you are treading high, having a good time, like everything's working out, right in your life, everything is going great. The things that I when I say this, it makes me think that the things that go wrong in Christians' lives sometimes is like because they think that everything's going right, so there has to be something wrong. Because if there's not something wrong, This is the terrible part. If there's not something wrong, then they feel like they're stagnant in their walk with God. Because what we are taught, what I had been taught rather, is that if there is no struggle, then you are not growing in your relationship with God, because the devil, like Satan, wants you to struggle. He wants to give you issues. So if you're not facing any struggle or any issues, then you're literally on the path of Satan. Yeah, you heard that right. And the former pastor of the church that I went to would say, you're going to hell in a handbasket. You're going to hell in a handbasket, because if there's no struggle, that means you're not working hard in your relationship with God. Which is so silly. So this is another one.
See, what the enemy sends after you shows you what's in you. That's why you've been going through so much hell, because hell is nervous about you reaching your destiny. That's why you've been going through so much hell, because hell is nervous. It understands if you ever get to the place of your full strength.
No, okay, and this is the other problem I have with this, is this fluff, the things that are going on in your life is because of Satan, is because of hell. That in itself takes the responsibility of your life out of your hands and puts it in something else. So the things that are going on in your life, you are attracting, right? So, and I want to be very careful when I do say this, because there are things in life that I do not think that we're attracted. I do not think that assault in any manner is an attraction. We can talk about anything like that, and I'm not thinking death. But the things that in life, the financial things, the relationship things, like in some way, shape, or form, I believe that we are attracting them on some type of level. Like there can be work inside of us at any given time, right? And when we change the mindset, when we change the energy, we're going to inevitably attract something else into our life. So in this moment, when I was watching this, it just reminded me that no, that is taking every ounce of power and every ounce of responsibility away from that specific person, and being like, oh, that's why I'm struggling. That's why I'm attracting all these people, because of hell. I'm attracting all these people because the devil doesn't want me to succeed. No, sweetie, you're probably attracting those things because the stuff inside of you. Get this stuff right and you're going to attract something different.
If you ever get to the place of the full knowledge of who you are, if you ever get over your insecurities and start walking into your destiny, if you ever get over the fact that they hurt you and it doesn't matter, if you ever get over the fact that no weapon formed against you shall prosper, and you start to walk in the boldness like, I'm God's man, I'm God's woman, I'm a child of God. It doesn't matter what you say, it doesn't matter what you do, I'm going to live and not die. He doesn't want you to get to that level of confidence.
Good for her for memorizing all that, if she did. Ugh. I can't with the fluff and the you don't have responsibility, right? I can't do with that. This next one is, we're just, okay.
So if God created everything, who created God? You want to do this? Okay, I was packing, see, because I'm moving, but we can do this. I'm just saying, if God created everything, then your God must be created too. Okay, imagine a fish in a fishbowl wondering where the gills are on a human so they can breathe in water. What are you getting at? The fishbowl is applying the logic of the bowl outside of the bowl, where the stuff of the bowl doesn't matter. What? Okay, just follow me. God created everything. He created space, time, matter, the world, everything that's in it. If he created it, that means he's existing outside of it. And if he's outside of it, just like you're outside of a fishbowl, the stuff inside doesn't matter to him. So space, time, matter, everything that applies to us does not apply to God. Meaning he's not governed by having to be created like we were and everything inside the world is. He just exists always outside of space, time, and matter. He's always existed. He never was created. I try to make things about the Bible easy to understand. Follow for more.
I I make things easy to understand in the Bible. That didn't make fucking sense, sir. That didn't make sense. The analogies. It makes me want... I don't... Okay. Who says it? Who says it? Mr. Atheist. He says it. Because he used to be a Mormon, and now he's an atheist. And I love watching his... And I'm not an atheist by any means, but I like to watch his content because a lot of the stuff that he talks about makes sense to me. Makes sense. And when he talks about people who use analogies to explain things, especially when it comes to this, it's very demeaning. I don't want to say like degrading, but it's like kind of demeaning on your intelligence, because it's like, okay, let me simplify something for you right quick. Think about a fish in a bathtub who's wearing a wedding dress on Easter. If he doesn't like it on Easter, why is it Christmas? Don't you get it now? Do you get it? Like, no! No, I don't get it. Please spell it out for me in a math form. Like, huh? No. 2 + 2 = 7 times the third root of 8. That's what that made sense to me. It doesn't make sense. And there are so many videos of his that talks about like I could not imagine that somebody looking at that, like watching the video, was like, oh yeah, all right. Like, no. No. Sorry, sir. I'm sure you can do so many things in life, but explaining things ain't one of them. Okay, this last one is... it's talking about... I think it's a duet. And Beyonce, they were doing an interview with Beyonce, and she is crying, and I can't play it because it has music in the background, and I don't want to get flagged for copyright. And the caption says, "This is why some people think they're going to heaven when they're not. She once was a child of God. Don't be fooled by people like this." And in this video, Beyonce is explaining, like, I know God. Like, God is inside of me, and nobody can deter me away from knowing that, because I can feel him inside. Like, I can feel his presence. And she's saying God is real. I am going to read some of the lyrics that these women were analyzing during this video. And the lyrics say, "I whipped my own back and asked for dominion at your feet. I threw myself into a volcano. I drank the blood and drank the wine. I sat alone and begged and bent at the waist for God. I crossed myself in thought. I saw the devil. I grew thickened skin on my feet. I bathed in bleach and plugged my menses with the pages of the holy book. But still inside me, coiled deep, was the need to know." And that woman said, she's not talking about my God. She's not talking about Jesus. She's talking about Satan. And this is how people are deceived because of what Beyonce said. But here's the deal. People in the Christian community take lyrics, especially, to an extreme when it comes to secular music, because Satan, in the Bible, Satan is considered the fallen angel, and he was the angel of music. So a lot of Christians believe that all the secular music is literally demonic. And what they don't understand is that So in that portion, when her pictures are being scrolled on the screen, it's an audio of Beyonce saying, which I am believing is maybe lyrics from a song or even a poem or something that she felt, one day. And it was essentially saying that she met Satan and then she started becoming, a demon of some sort. And she used the Bible to to clean her blood or something. At surface level, yeah, kind of messed up, like what's going on. But at the same time, it doesn't mean that this woman is demonic, demon possessed. I mean, it showed like freaking what's the sign? The big conspiracy theory, I forgot what it's called, whatever. It showed signs of like her making that sign on those pictures, and it had pictures of performances where she might have dressed up looking demonic, whatever. But the thing is, she could be meaning something so much different from those lyrics than surface level. That could have been how she felt one day, and then she wrote about it. A lot of artists, I mean, the greatest artists of all time use and or have used their pain as their purpose, their pain as their medicine, their pain as their, income. Honestly, a lot of musical artists do that. And that's how you get bomb ass lyrics, is from a poem and putting, music with it. But they don't see it like that. They see every ounce of music that doesn't have Jesus's name in it as evil and as sinful. And it's very misled and misconstrued and just kind of gross, because there's so much good music out there. And I have just learned that in the past however many years I've been listening to secular music, because I was never allowed to listen to secular music. And once I started, I would feel really, really bad. And then I would not listen to any secular music because I was depriving myself of it. So because I knew that my mom didn't want me to do it because it was sinful. And we're also taught, Christian community, you're taught that everything, any evil force can be attached to you, which I believe in a certain amount. If you are open to those things, sure. That's just not how it works. Like, that's just not how it works. But I'm so happy that you came to hang out with me today, and I love you so much, and I appreciate you. I cannot wait to start pumping out these videos again for you. I think the next video that'll be coming out is a church horror stories, because I've received a few horror stories from other people. So I'll explain and story time my church horror story of the Christian haunted house. Yes, that I was raised going to, and I'll also add in those other stories as well from the ones who sent them to me. So, again, thank you so much. Please like and subscribe and share with a friend. Continue the conversation about these crazy Christian content videos. If you want to send me any and review them, you can always send them through email. Just take a screenshot of it. That would be perfect. And always remember that you are a fierce, strong, and powerful woman, and you have every right to be an assertive woman who doesn't have to convince anyone of anything, and you have every right to believe in whatever you want. Okay, I love you so much. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.